Hey guys, so we are back in for push at the coach, and prep is now underway. We are now 22.5 weeks out, and actually, so we started prep a few weeks ago now, well, from 25 weeks out, but it was kind of like a transitioning phase, and you know, just getting rid of that like extra fluid you hold from pushing calories up. That's all shifted off now, and we're now into like a true fat loss phase now, and seeing some really good changes. So body weight is at 86.3 kilos this morning, which has been we've dropped off like 3 kilos already, and feeling in a very good place. Just come off the back of a devolume week in Portugal. I was training there for a week in a villa, just doing prep there, basically just doing prep in a different location, and we needed a devolume as I was very fatigued from a few very heavy weeks of training at the end of my off season. So yeah, in a really good place now, and we're going to be doing weekly uploads from here onwards, and this is the start of the prep series. So yeah, super excited. Charlie is actually going to come train with me. He's a bit late. He's actually he's over there now. So yeah, we're going to have a really good push session, see if I can throw up the 60s on incline, whilst body weight has been dropping a bit, but I think it'll be fine. And yeah, it's going to be good, so we'll catch you in there.
Sorry, mate. I would have been here on time, but a bit of traffic, you know. Sorry, mate.
Always late.
Had my check-in this morning with AJ. So this is 86 kilos featuring the dog. Yeah, check-ins every Wednesday, and we're gonna actually do like updates in here as well. Just because it's important, you need like different lighting to really understand where you're heading. If we just use this lighting, you know, it's good to go off that, but it is also very useful to seeing how you look post-workout, different times of the day, when fluid balance is different as well. We can't afford to miss anything on this prep, so communication with your coach is really important. Got a quiet gym today, so perfect for filming. Literally no one, it's just myself, Charlie. Yeah, so it's gonna be good.
Come on. Yes, come on. Yes, come on. Come on. Yes. You, come on. Drive. Go on, you. Come on. Yes. Ooh.
I'll take that.
Yeah. I didn't really have too much on the last one.
Yeah.
Like the previous weeks, I feel like
No, that's good.
loads, but that was good.
When you're dieting, you'll find like your ability to hold presses, it gets very tricky, especially when body weight's dropping and stability isn't quite there. I haven't got much longer where I can handle 60s like these because they're absolutely huge. From what you've probably seen, they're actually bigger than the 70s. The 70s are smaller than the 60s, which makes it really hard because the most important thing in a press is having your elbow, stacked in line with the press and in line with your wrist, which allows you to work the upper fibers here when you contract. So I'll probably see how this goes for the next couple of weeks, but then I'll probably just go back down to the 50s because there's nothing in between and I really want to prioritise accuracy over anything. Because it's going to get very tricky when you lose that stability because your body weight drops, less upper back fat, so you're not as locked into the bench. Yeah, it's inevitable really. Come on. Come on. Yes, come on. More. You.
Whoa!
Come on. Go.
Oh. Come on. Good. Yes, come on. Again. Come on. Drive. That's you. Come on. That's you. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go on to overhead press now. I personally feel like the North is like the best overhead press you can get. It's so good. But the main thing I'm focusing on with this is actually staying like as far against the pad as possible. Just because I really want to prioritise this for my delts. A lot of the time people will sit in it and they'll sit out a bit, which is fine, but understandably, you've got to understand that that's going to work your chest a lot more. And I guess it depends on what area you're trying to focus on. But for me, for this, I really want to isolate my delts. So I'm really trying to stay against the pad, and then this also allows me not to have to put on so much weight on the pin. So it's a lot less hassle as well. Yeah, you'll notice we're doing a lot of feeder sets, and I love feeder sets because firstly, obviously, you want to really teach your body the movement pattern before you do your top set. But secondly, as well, like it's such a good way of understanding where you're going to be when you do your working set, and it can give you that confidence boost you need. If you're only doing like 1 or 2 sets on a movement, that set is so important. You cannot mess up that set, and so doing those feeder sets, you'll know it's on if it's on. And it'll give you that confidence to know what you're going for in your top set.
Come on. Yeah. Let's go. Yes, good. Come on. Ooh. Yes, come on. Come on, come on. Let's go. Yes! You!
Rep up.
So basically, you see, Adam normally moans at me for chatting, when actually, in reality, he's the worst at it. So he's late, he chats. It's not a very good training partner, really.
Ready?
Yeah.
Good, come on. Loads. Go! Pretty fucking easy. Yes. Oh.
Let's rep up.
Once again, I'm ready to do my set, and look where he is, over there. poor me.
How long's it been?
Oh, it's been at least like 6 minutes in between his set and my set, so I'm just gonna have to go for it. And then if I fail the last rep, it's Adam's fault. If Adam was here, I would have got that.
As you can see, we're now doing dumbbell laterals because we were doing them before our presses, but I've got to a point where, you know, that's raising about 25, so I like to go quite heavy. It's fine as long as you're keeping your trap down and your elbow path is really good. But now I'm at that strength, it's like if I did that first and then the pressing, it would be really taken away from my presses. And now because we've done the pressing, we're able to go like all in with these. You know, every part of the set is just to fail, and then yeah, we're not taking away from any other bits. Yeah, I wear these because when you start stacking it, the pads just dig into your hands. So yeah, a bit of a wimp. Yeah, a lot of the time people associate dips with like just all tricep, like a tricep movement, but really this we're using for our chest. You know, if you lean forward, the chest contraction you get out of that is insane. It's quite similar to like a decline movement, but you're a lot more stable and the range isn't as limiting. So yeah, it feels really good, and this machine is insane. I actually think this is my favourite movement out of the whole session.
Okay, come on. Let's go. Oh! Yes, let's go, come on. Hey! Yes, all day, come on. Come on! Oh.
Oh, shit. Oh my god. Hands are fucked after that.
Easy, man.
Let's go, come on! Yes, Jordan. Good. Yes, come on, come on. Yep. Yes, yes. going. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Easy. One more. Come on, show. Breathe.
Fucking hell. We can't get anything more out of that dip. Fucked.
Let's go.
On my lateral raise last week, I did 80 for 8, but this week I dropped it down to 75 just because I knew that the form wasn't really where I wanted it to be. And it's really important you need to understand that like, numbers is not your only way to progressively overload. Like, you can do it through so many different means, and if you're executing better, you're working the muscle better, it's gonna create more tension, and it's gonna create that overload that you need to grow. So don't just be so fixated on your numbers, and remember that your execution is another really good, sometimes an even better tool, because it doesn't generate more fatigue. So yeah, remember all the different tools you actually do have to progressively overload.
Let's go. Let's go, come on. Again. Jump. Back. Drive. Fine in and out. It takes ages to come in. Ages. Shoulder. Bottom of it. So I can't engage with that at the moment. No, big time. Yeah, like, and even when I'm like rotate to the side, my obliques are just not sitting. I think all these like hip hinges is well, don't know what it's called. You get something like done where it helps you. So I'm just going to use them as pop-ups, and then I'll do some like separation like we've done before the shows. It's just tough. Feel right. feels good being lean, but when you're not training, it feels horrible.
Yeah, so you'll notice, like, as we get later into the session, the amount that we're taking out of the set is more and more and more. You know, like, we're utilising intensifiers, and we're now doing partials, and that's because, like, the transfer to fatigue it doesn't matter as much now, because all we've got now is triceps, and so we can get away with that. Whereas if we're doing this earlier on, we would only be able to do like 2 sets, just straight sets to failure, no intensifiers, because that fatigue would just take away from our bigger lifts, like our dumbbell press and our shoulder press. So, you know, use your intensifiers strategically at the right time. They're really good, but at the same time, you shouldn't be using them every single set, because it is going to create a lot of fatigue. I've got to be quite cautious on this, because over the last week or so, it was a devolume, so it didn't matter too much, but I've actually had this like real bad pain in my lat, like connecting up here, and it's really troubled me with anything like when I'm overextending, like lengthening up my arm, and then when I'm bringing the elbow into the body, I actually couldn't do my deadlifts. And on this movement, because I'm going like that at the start, that engages that quite a bit, and it's not too bad, like, it's not a bad pain, but I'm trying to like just really alleviate that pain as much as possible before I have density in 2 days. So I'm actually going to start quite low, so I don't have to do that originally, because I can go quite heavy on it, and when I'm getting into a position like that, that just creates this fatigue in here, and then let's say we go into density in 2 days, and then we do pullovers, and I'm all the way up here. It's just really, really working that too much, so just trying to be mindful of that, really. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. You'll notice I'm pausing in both ends on this. It's so good if you pause on both ends. Firstly, just allowing you to, like, you know, just keep your elbows back, locked in, and then once you're back there, just stay there and really just build up that tension.
We'll see how the Friday goes.
Final set of the day, dumbbell skull crushers. I've really done working sets, so now we're just going to finish off and take our triceps all the way there. 1 drop set, and then we're done. And then we'll give you a physique update, just show you where I'm at 22 and a half weeks out, I believe. Yeah.
YouTube.
You're such a big ball. You say hello for the camera.
Hello.
You pushed on. How did you come on?
Yeah, how dare you only kick the gym out and not us inside?
Yeah, you did that and it broke. Yeah, you know. Whose fault is it?
You need to make this clear.
Yeah. I know that technically.
I was about to say it's
About 6 months ago.
you need to dig in.
Yeah, they came in, they were like, oh, your grip is really dated. We can help. We'll take it away. Sort you out with brand new techno gym shit for 150 grand. My dad just said, do not let my son see you and leave.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy gave it a $100. Yeah, they gave it. The guy just left the car and left.
My old work was like a new thing.
Come on, the techno gym is quite strong.
Whoa, whoa.
He finished. He finished. I finished. Yeah, sweet. When you want to start.
Hit it on your hips as well.
Yeah, so just a quick update at 22 and a half weeks out, so plenty of time, and I feel like I'm really on schedule this time round. I think at this point last prep, I was probably like 93 kilos, so that's a whole like 7 kilos lighter. So yeah, definitely ahead of schedule, and it just allows us to coast into prep. Obviously it's going to be hard, no prep is easy, but it will not be as harsh as last time, no chance. It was simply too much last time, and it made me go flat and lose a lot of tissue in the last couple of weeks, and we don't want that. We want to be alleviating fatigue, moving into the show, looking fuller. That's the plan. Just step on the stage, not stressed out, and yeah, feeling really, really good. I'm very happy with how things are going, so yeah. Right guys, so that's it. That's a wrap for push today. 2 weeks into prep now. And it was a really good session for sure. We're not going to be taking we have to understand, we're not going to be taking crazy PRs now, especially on pressing. But we got in and we held movements and we did some really good work. Being 3 kilos down, I'm definitely feeling it, feeling a bit lighter, a little less stable. Sometimes you've got to just chase, better execution, maintaining your reps, and that's what we did today. And obviously some things will progress, but overall we just, being realistic is so important. So yeah, this is the start of the prep series. It's the first video of the prep series, and we're now going to be doing weekly uploads every single week, showing you guys the whole prep from start to finish. So please like and subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned for more. See you soon.